All right, good morning. It is time now for games of the week for week 6. As I don't know why this is the one of the most popular segments, but it is. So, week 6, here we go. IHSA Football 2018 season. Games of the week for week 6 as I scroll down IHSA.org's weekly schedule for IHSA football. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay, Effingham and Mahmoud Seymour. Big game to look out for in Apollo. Um, Normal at Bloomington. Big game as well. Peoria Richwoods at Peoria, just because I want to see what Peoria Richwoods can do against Peoria. Uh, uh, where's Cesar Valier? Cesar Valier at Chester. Big game in the Black Diamond Conference. Carmi White at Johnson City. That's another big game in the Black Diamond Conference. Um, yeah, so far in the Black Diamond. Uh, Freeburg at Columbia. That's a good game. Uh, yeah, actually, that's a really good game. Central State 8, Chatham Glenwood at Decatur MacArthur is a huge game in the Central State 8. Definitely a game to keep a very close eye on, especially if Decatur MacArthur. They've had a great year so far, and of course Chatham Glenwood. They've been unbelievable this year, and it all started with the upset over Sacred Heart Griffin, which was just a shocker to the IHSA football world. So that's a good game to look out for. Chatham Glenwood at Decatur MacArthur in a Central State 8. Uh, Evanston, New Trier, huge game. Um, Niles North at Maine South, just because we'll see what Niles North can do against Maine South. That'd be an interesting game as well. St. Rita at Brother Rice, good game. Montini at Loyola Academy Saturday, that's a good game as well. Uh, yeah, the Montini versus Loyola game is a huge game for Montini. That's a great measuring stick for the way Montini's season's going to go. Definitely a huge one. Geneva, Batavia is a big game for both teams. It's a huge rivalry game. Got to go with Batavia, of course. Wheaton Warrenville South versus Wheaton North, huge rivalry game as well. St. Charles East at St. Charles North, another huge game as well. Waubonsie Valley versus Neuqua Valley is a huge game. Neuqua Valley needs a win in this game. This is a big game for Neuqua Valley. Waubonsie Valley beat them last, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago against Neuqua Valley. They're playing two games against each other. Um, Naperville North and Naperville Central is a huge rivalry game as well. Benedict Academy and Julia Catholic's a huge game. A big measuring stick on who could be the second or third team in the ESCC. Um, yeah. Prairie Ridge at Jacobs is a huge game as well. That's a big game, actually, for Jacobs. Jacobs needs to win bad. Um, yeah. Toledo Unity, I think they're having a slow year this year. but they're in Monticello. That has always been a good rivalry game. Coal City at Sandwich is a huge game in an Interstate 8 large. Definitely a big game to look out for as well. Hershey at Wilmington was supposed to be big, but not anymore. It's a down year for both teams. Definitely a huge down year for both teams. Richmond Burden at Burlington Central is a pretty interesting game. See what Burlington Central has. Um, Harvard at Woodstock's a good game as well. Wheaton Academy at Bishop Mac's a huge game. Bishop Mac is looking like a 3A beast right now. I personally think that if there's a favorite team in the 3A, Bryan's one of them. Bishop Mac's another team. They got a few other teams, but I think Bishop Mac. I think Bishop Mac can clean a lot of clocks, and I think Bishop Mac has got a one-way straight ticket to basically the state title game in November. Bishop Mac looks really good. Definitely a team to keep a good close eye on. St. Edwards at Chicago Christian is a huge game. Chicago Christian needs a win. Lost last week, did not help against Ridgewood. Palatine and Hoffman Estates is a big game for Hoffman Estates. They needed a win, keep that winning streak alive, and Hoffman Estates is looking really good this year. And no one's talking about Hoffman Estates. Hersey's another school that no one's talking about. Buffalo Grove at Hersey, big game. And I'm saying this right now. Keep an eye out for Hersey. Hersey's very impressive. Um, a great offense and a big defense as well. Good defensive line. So very interesting. Deepest football game of the week. Lake Zurich at Libertyville. It's going to be a good game. Can't wait to be at Libertyville. Haven't been there. Have never been at Libertyville, so it should be a good game. Let's see. Harlem at Belvedere North, another interesting game, especially Harlem's passing attack. Definitely a thing to keep an eye out for. Um, Belvedere at Hanahu is another good game to keep an eye out as well for. Morris at the Kelp, good game. Kalen at Sycamore, great game. Two good games in Northern Illinois Big 12 East. Those are two big games to keep an eye out for. Let's go out to the West, shall we? All right. Um, Dakota at West Carroll's a good game. Um, yeah, that's actually a really good game, actually. Um, Bunker Hill Dupo is another good game. Very interesting game as well. Um, Williamsville Pleasant Plains is a huge. It's a good game to look at as well. Where are you? Pittsfield at Athens. That's another good game to keep an eye out for as well. Dwight Emil. Actually, it's a good game. Dwight Emilments. That's a nice little game to look at as well. Bremen. No. Actually, I'll say this. Another team that you that if you're in the Chicagoland area to check out is the Ford and Fractional North. They've got a good group of talented players. Very interesting group of talented players. Definitely a team to keep a very good close eye on. Um, Massac County and Herons looks like a good game. Should be a very interesting game, especially with Heron. Um, got a good group of defensive players, especially a linebacker. Let's see. All right. Oswego East, Plainfield North's a good game. Uh, Plainfield East versus Joliet West is a good game as well. Minooka at Plainfield Central is another good game. Setting up for the big game, I think it's next week, Oswego versus Oswego East in the Southwest Prairie Conference. And the biggest game of the year, Homewood Flossmoor at Lincoln Way East. That's the game of the year in the state of Illinois. Big game. Um, and if Homewood Flossmoor would have lost to Bolingbrook week 9, Bolingbrook versus Lincoln Way East would have been the big game. But Homewood Flossmoor versus Lincoln Way East it's just huge. It's one of the biggest games in the state, and it's going to be an unbelievable game. A lot of electricity and everything else. But yeah, it should be interesting. Um, Edwardsville at O'Fallon's another good game. Keeping a close eye out for O'Fallon. Hopefully it's Belleville West. That's the one that's undefeated at East St. Louis. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Or is it Belleville East? Just the I'm forgetting which Belleville East or West is undefeated. But then whoever's playing East St. Louis, one's playing East St. Louis today on Friday, so I'll talk about that later during Deep Dish Football Live. Remember, Deep Dish Football Live Wednesday, Thursday at 8 p.m. um, Princeton at Aries, another good game. Fulton at Orion's a good game. Sterling, Human Central, no. Glenbard Self versus West Aurora is a good game. Um, yeah. Uh, Galesburg and Moline's another good game as well. Pleasant Hill, Kettlington's another good game in Western Illinois Valley South. Uh, Beardstown at Jacksonville route is a good game as well. Beardstown is looking unbelievable. Keep an eye out for Beardstown. Meta Valley at Bradley Bourbonnais, I'm keeping an eye out, especially for Bradley Bourbonnais. That'd be a huge win for Bradley Bourbonnais. Breeze Mather Day, Quincy Notre Dame is another game I'm looking out for as well. Bismarck at Villa Grove is another game. Riverside Brookfield at Ridgewood, huge game for Ridgewood. Huge game for Ridgewood. Foreign Fractional Self at Revis is a good game. Foreign Fractional Self, another team that's doing unbelievable things right now. Plano at Piatone, that's a good game. Two good coaches, two good young coaches in Kuntz and Coach Tolly. Plano at Piatone. Big game to look out for. All right. Willowbrook at York. York lost to Hinsdale Central. I saw them last week. Big game for York. Do I think they're going to get into the playoffs? No. but a big builder for York if they are able to get the win. Johnsburg at Appleton West. Actually, that's a very good game. And yeah, Collinsville, Grand City. It's another game to look out for as well. All right, so please follow Coach Big Pete in Deep Dish Football. This has been week 6 games of the week in IHSA Football. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. And remember, Deep Dish Football Live is Wednesday, Thursday at 8 p.m. Link on the bottom if you like my work via PayPal. Uh, feel free to leave a tip. And I will talk about the games of the week on Deep Dish Football Live tonight, 8 p.m. on the Facebook page of Deep Dish Football. And again, if you have any questions, coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. And if you're looking at the YouTube video and everything else, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, smash like, and everything else. Thank you so much. This has been fun. Peter Lineover, a.k.a. Coach Big Pete, signing off. Have a great week, and hopefully it's an exciting week as we get into week 6 of IHSA football, the 2018 season.